if you don't know this already, let me tell you, egusi is one very yummy, delicious soup that is best enjoyed when served with pounded yam or poundo yam. It's gonna take you from one level to another. So hi guys, let me show you how to make the most delicious and yummiest egusi ever. Okay, let's get right into it. So the first thing you want to do is on low heat, put your pan. I'm using a wok in this video, and then you want to pour in your palm oil. Allow that to fry or to get very hot basically, and then add your already chopped onions. Yep, I'm using white onions. If you have purple onions, it's totally fine, but make sure that your onions is well chopped because you don't want to be seeing chunky onions in your egusi soup, right? So now you want to mix that very well on low heat till it's well caramelized. And now let's add the star of the show. That's this what's it called, locust beans. Your people call it iru. You guys, this, if you're cooking any native soup and you're not adding iru, I don't know what you're cooking on. Okay, so now you want to add your iru to it because this iru just elevates the flavor, the taste, the aroma, and every other good thing. Like, it just makes this food very delicious. So now you want to carefully fry this iru on low heat so that it is to be well fried, and all the, God, I'm already saying rubbish, so that it's well fried and all the juiciness will release inside the oil. Now fry that carefully, and now go in with your pepper mix. This pepper mix is a combination of very little tomato. Don't come for me, I just like adding tomato, and then tatashe and bell peppers basically, and a little bit of scotch bonnet, because I don't like too much heat, right? So now you want to mix that carefully on low heat, because why not? Mix. So once you're done mixing that, now add a little bit of seasoning. I'm not using too much seasoning because you'll find out in the rest of the video where I'm not using too much seasoning for now. So you want to add a little bit of seasoning. I added chicken seasoning and a little bit of salt, and then I gave that a very good stir. Guys, don't forget that everything you're going to be doing for this egusi recipe has to be on low heat, right? So it cooks very well. So now you want to add your meat stock. Yep, so this is a meat stock. This is a stock from chicken that I boiled earlier, and that's why I said I'm adding very little chicken seasoning and salt, because I already added, because I'm going to use the chicken stock. So this is just a stock I got from the chicken I boiled earlier. Now, it is very important, if you do not have a stock, it's totally fine. You can just use your chicken seasoning and that's all. So now this is my paste. This is my egusi paste. So I just added water to this paste basically, and then I mixed, and then I'm going to be dropping it chunks by chunks inside my stew. So now this is it. If you do not want your egusi to be very chunky, like if you don't like eating lumps of egusi while you're eating your egusi, you should not add it in chunks. You might probably just pour it, like make it more watery and just pour it and allow it to cook. But I also really do not like it chunky, but I just had to. I added it like this, and at the end of the video I try mashing it more. So if you don't like it, please keep this process and just pour your egusi directly inside the stew. So that's what I'm just here doing basically. I'm adding it chunks by chunks inside my stew base. Once you're done doing that, you want to cover it up and allow it to cook on a very low heat. And once it's well cooked, you want to open up your pot and then mix it very well. So this is what I was saying earlier. If you don't like it chunky, you might just go ahead to just pour it directly into the stew base. I was trying to mash mine here because I really do not like it so chunky. So I was trying to mash it a little bit here, but it's totally fine anyhow you want to do, whether you want it chunky or not, it's totally fine. So just want to mix that very well and then continue with the cooking basically. So now once that that is well mixed, you now want to go in with your orishi. I have pomo here, I have goat meat, I have a little bit of chicken. Just freestyle with your protein. You can add stockfish, dry fish, panla, titus, any type of protein. You can even add turkey. Okay, nobody says that it's only goat meat you can be using for egusi. You can add any type of toppings or any type of protein that you want. Basically, just freestyle with it. But for this recipe, I used cow leg, yeah, goat's meat, and then bama, basically, right? So you want to give that a very good mix, and now add crayfish. Crayfish is going to change the level, change the game of this egusi soup. So generously add that crayfish. Crayfish is not expensive in the market. Add it very well. So you want to add that crayfish very well and mix. Make sure that everything you are doing it on a low heat, because egusi is really raw. And we want to make sure that everything is well cooked, so that we'll not be visiting the other place, okay, the other room, so that we'll not be visiting the toilet. That's why we want to make sure that everything is well cooked. And the only way it can be well cooked is when you make sure that you fry everything and cook everything on low heat, basically. So now you want to go ahead to add your vegetable. You can use ugu or any vegetable of your choice, but I am using spinach because that's what I have access to where I am. Normally I use ugu, but if you have spinach also, it's totally fine, and it will still taste delicious. So go ahead and just add anything of your choice. So now cover that and allow it to steam, and then you open it up and then give that a very good mix, right? Because we want all the vegetable with the goat meat and the cow leg and the pomo and everything that we've added, we want it to marry each other, right? So give that a very good mix and allow them to marry each other very well on low heat, guys, on low heat. That everything is well mixed, you now want to open it and see that delicious and yummy egusi soup. Oh, you guys, this thing tasted so good. It was so delicious. Everybody in my family loved it, and I want you to try it out. This particular recipe, I want you to try it out, and trust me, you're gonna love it, right? I paired mine with pound. Remember I told you earlier that it's best paired with pounded yam or poundo yam, right? I paired mine with poundo, and it tasted so good, guys. It tasted so good. Bye, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share to your friends and family, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah.